Hey, welcome back to another episode of Easy Eats. Today on the show, we're going to make some what we like to call pub food or bar food. And it's great for when you're camping, you got the outdoor deep fryer going and the kids are running around. I'm going to make three of my favorite things. One is Mozza sticks. So we get these little cheese string, you get them at the grocery store. And all I do is I take them out and cut them in half, right? So we're going to make Mozza sticks. We're going to make some chicken strips, and then we're going to make some chicken wings. All right, so the thing with the Mozza sticks is that we got to bread these a couple times. So I use panko breadcrumb, and then I just use Italian breadcrumb. And I use these also for my chicken strips. The kids love them. So I'm just going to mix that together. And that's pretty much it. So this is like a two-stage process. This is how I do it. What I do is I'll make them, and then I'll freeze them, and then I'll bread them again after they're frozen, and then I'll use those for the deep fryer. So 2 eggs, and of course you'll have to use more eggs if you're making more. And then we're just gonna beat up the egg really good. Make sure it's nice and beat. Something about fresh Mozza sticks. Love them. All right, so that's pretty much it. Okay. And then I just dip them. Okay, make sure they're fully submerged. Okay, dip them and then just roll them. Try to get as much on it as you can. Remember, we're going to do this twice. Okay, so there's one. Oh, there we go. There's 2. Now after I put them in the freeze for a couple hours, I'll take them out and then I'll just redo this process. And that's pretty much it. They usually have a pretty good coating then, and it could withstand the hot oil. And then as far as the oil, we keep it around 350. Seems to be good. If you don't have a deep fryer and you use a pot, you got to be very careful for one thing, because if you don't have a thermometer, your grease can get pretty hot, and once it starts creeping up past 400 degrees, you run a risk of fire for sure. So if you're not using a deep fryer that's regulated like this one, I suggest that you get yourself a pretty good thermometer and keep a track of the temperature, because not only is it important that for safety, you want it at a certain temperature as well so that they cook properly. You don't want them too low, because if it gets too low, then it'll absorb a lot of the oil and it'll be just really greasy, right? So, and if it gets too hot, you can run a risk of a fire, but also you could have the problem that it can cook the outside way too quick, and then the inside won't be melted. So I'm just going to finish off these, and then throw these buggers in the freezer. And I got some already frozen that I made last night. And that's another thing too. If you're going away camping on the weekend, you're going to have an outdoor cookout or whatever, you can make these, freeze them, then take them with you. And I'm running out of breadcrumb, but I think I'll have enough. She's getting pretty scarce. Okay, so I'll get this breadcrumb up. I'll do the last 3. And then you're gonna have egg left over, so what I do with the egg is I just cover it up, put it in the fridge, because I'm gonna use that egg again when I do the second time around for the coating of the Mozza sticks. Now, you can make a marinara sauce for these or whatever, but I just like the ranch dressing. It's kind of a favorite in our house. And it's simple. Last one, look at that. Think I know what I was doing, Brandon, what? You think I know what I was doing? Although this one's gonna be ugly. It's all right. Oh, this one's having a hard time. I spoke too soon. But it should be good enough for the second batch. Okay, so I'm gonna cover these, wash my hands first. Cover them up, throw them in the freezer for, like I said, a couple hours, not long. If you have to leave them in longer because you're not around, then that's fine too. But like you're gonna cook them that day, just a couple hours, and then take them out and get them ready. So that's that for those. Now I'm gonna take these suckers out. These are the ones I made last night. Okay, and as you see, they're well battered. So now when you're dipping these into the deep fryer, be very, very, very careful, because if they're cold like this and there's any moisture in them, which there doesn't seem to be, you can run a risk of your oil splashing over. And I don't want to overcrowd them, okay? You don't want to overcrowd them. So I'll take these out. And they shouldn't take too long. Maybe 3 minutes. I'm not too sure, to tell you the truth. I just always play it by sight. Once the coating's nice dark brown, then I know. So I'll get a fork ready. Maybe some tongs. And I got my oil at 350 now. And these are starting to brown up. Nice and good. That's pretty much it for these. But the kids seem to like them. I don't mind them. So I think they've been in for about a minute now. What do you think, Brandon? I'll try one. Nope, they're still hard, so I'll leave that in. Okay, so these are just about finished. So I'll take these out, shake them off. Let them drain off. You can see the cheese. Ho, ho, ho. So get a little bit of mozza or a little bit of ranch just to give these a test. Yep, delicious. So take these ones out. I'll cook the last few there. They're nice golden brown. And that's pretty much it. Easy peasy, right? So I'll cook these last 4. So they were cooking for about 3 minutes. And that's about it. And then a little bit of ranch dressing. So nice melted cheese. And look at that. Beautiful.